We love sugar. It's delicious. But guess what? It's in everything. Seriously, everything. From obvious culprits like candy and soda to less obvious foods like yogurt and bread, sugar hides everywhere. This constant bombardment of sugar has serious consequences for our brains. Our brains are wired to crave sweet things, a leftover survival mechanism from our hunter-gatherer days. Back then, finding sugary foods meant finding essential calories. Now, with sugar so readily available, our brains get tricked into constantly craving it, leading to an overconsumption that has detrimental effects on our brain function and overall health. When you eat sugar, your blood sugar levels spike. Your pancreas then releases insulin to help your cells absorb the sugar and use it for energy. This process triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine rush is what gives us that feel-good sensation after eating something sugary. However, this feeling is short-lived. As blood sugar levels drop, we experience a crash, leaving us feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. This constant cycle of highs and crashes disrupts the brain's delicate balance, impacting our mood, focus, and even our long-term cognitive health. Remember that dopamine rush we talked about? It's a powerful thing. When you eat sugar, your brain gets flooded with dopamine, making you feel happy and energized. But here's the catch. Your brain quickly adapts to this dopamine rush. You need more and more sugar to get the same pleasurable feeling. This is how sugar cravings develop. And what about that energy boost? It's fleeting. As your blood sugar levels plummet after the initial spike, you experience an energy crash. This leaves you feeling sluggish, foggy-headed, and reaching for another sugary pick-me-up. This roller coaster of highs and crashes wreaks havoc on your brain's energy levels, making it difficult to focus, concentrate, and function at your best. The long-term effects of excessive sugar consumption are even more alarming. Over time, constantly spiking blood sugar levels can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your cells become less responsive to insulin. This can lead to type 2 diabetes, a serious metabolic disorder, but here's the kicker. High blood sugar also damages blood vessels, including those in your brain. This can impair blood flow to the brain, depriving it of the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function properly. This can lead to a decline in cognitive function, increasing the risk of memory problems, difficulty concentrating, and even an increased risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Section 5. Sweet Deception, Sugar and Addiction. In this section we delve into the hidden dangers of sugar, a substance so common in our daily lives yet so potent in its effects on our brain and body. Sugar affects the brain in ways eerily similar to addictive drugs. When we consume sugar, it lights up the brain's reward system, much like drugs such as cocaine and heroin do. This similarity is not just superficial, the same neural pathways are activated, leading to a comparable pattern of dependency. It triggers the release of dopamine in the reward center of the brain, the same area activated by drugs like cocaine and heroin. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in how we feel pleasure. The more sugar we consume, the more dopamine is released, reinforcing the behavior and making us crave even more. This dopamine surge reinforces the behavior of consuming sugar, creating a powerful cycle of craving and reward. Over time, this cycle becomes harder to break as our brain starts to associate sugar with pleasure and satisfaction, making it a go-to solution for stress or boredom. Like addictive drugs, sugar can lead to tolerance, meaning you need more and more to achieve the same effect. This means that the occasional sweet treat can quickly escalate into a daily habit, and before you know it, you're consuming far more sugar than is healthy. Withdrawal symptoms like headaches, fatigue, and mood swings are also common when you cut back on sugar after prolonged overconsumption. These symptoms can make it incredibly challenging to reduce sugar intake, as the body and brain protest the sudden change. This addictive quality of sugar makes it incredibly difficult to break free from its grasp, even when we know it's harming our health. The struggle to resist sugary foods is real and can feel like breaking free from chains. Understanding this can help us take the first steps towards healthier choices and reducing our sugar consumption. Section 6. Sugar on the brain, the link to cognitive decline. The damage sugar inflicts on blood vessels also extends to the brain. Chronic high blood sugar weakens and damages these vital pathways, impairing blood flow and oxygen delivery to brain cells. This compromised blood flow affects various cognitive functions, including memory, learning, and attention. Studies have shown a strong correlation between high sugar intake and an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, often referred to as type 3 diabetes. The hippocampus, a brain region crucial for learning and memory, is particularly vulnerable to the damaging effects of high blood sugar. This explains why memory problems are often an early warning sign of cognitive decline related to excessive sugar consumption. Section 7. Protecting your gray matter. Tips for cutting back on sugar. Reducing sugar intake is crucial for protecting your brain health. Excessive sugar consumption has been linked to cognitive decline, memory issues, and even an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. By cutting back on sugar, you can help maintain your brain's sharpness and overall well-being. But with sugar lurking everywhere, it can feel like a daunting task. From breakfast cereals to salad dressings, sugar is often hidden in foods you wouldn't expect. It's not just about avoiding sweets, it's about being aware of all the sources of sugar in your diet. Don't worry, here are some practical tips to help you cut back. 1. Read labels. Start by becoming a label detective. Look for terms like sucrose, high fructose corn syrup, and other sweeteners that indicate added sugars. Sugar hides in many processed foods, even those marketed as healthy. Foods labeled as low-fat or natural can still contain significant amounts of sugar. Always check the ingredient list and the nutrition facts panel to see how much sugar has been added. Get in the habit of reading nutrition labels and be mindful of added sugars. Aim to choose products with little to no added sugar. This small change can make a big difference over time. 2. Cook more at home. Preparing your own meals gives you complete control over what goes into your food. You can experiment with natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup, but use them sparingly. When you cook at home, you control the ingredients. This means you can avoid hidden sugars and choose healthier alternatives. Plus, cooking at home can be a fun and rewarding experience that brings you closer to your food. This allows you to reduce the amount of added sugar in your meals and snacks. 3. Choose whole foods. Whole foods are minimally processed and free from added sugars, making them a healthier choice. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. These foods provide essential nutrients and fiber which can help stabilize your blood sugar levels and keep you feeling full longer. These foods are naturally low in sugar and packed with nutrients your brain needs to thrive. By making these simple changes, you can significantly reduce your sugar intake and support your brain health for years to come. Remember, every small step counts towards a healthier you. Section 8. Finding sweetness naturally healthy alternatives to sugar. Cutting back on sugar doesn't mean giving up sweetness altogether. In fact, there are numerous natural alternatives that can provide the sweet taste you crave without the negative health impacts associated with refined sugar. Let's explore some of these options. First on our list is fruit. Fruits are nature's candy, offering a delightful sweetness along with a host of nutritional benefits. They are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber, making them a perfect choice for a healthy diet. Whether you enjoy them fresh, dried, or blended into smoothies, fruits can satisfy your sweet tooth while providing your body with the nutrients it needs. Remember to enjoy them in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Next, let's talk about dates. Dates are a naturally sweet and chewy fruit that can be used in a variety of ways. They are excellent for sweetening smoothies, desserts, and even homemade energy bars. Their rich caramel-like flavor makes them a versatile ingredient in many recipes. Dates are not only delicious but also packed with fiber, potassium, and other essential nutrients. They can be a great alternative to refined sugar in baking and cooking. Another fantastic option is cinnamon. This aromatic spice has a naturally sweet flavor and can help regulate blood sugar levels. It's a wonderful addition to both sweet and savory dishes. Sprinkle cinnamon on your oatmeal, yogurt, or coffee for a sugar-free sweetness boost. Its warm, comforting flavor can enhance a variety of foods and beverages. Lastly, we have honey. Honey is a natural sweetener with antioxidant and antibacterial properties. It has been used for centuries not only for its sweetness, but also for its medicinal benefits. While honey is a healthier alternative to refined sugar, it is still a type of sugar and should be used sparingly. Drizzle it on toast, add it to tea, or use it in recipes to enjoy its natural sweetness in moderation. By incorporating these natural alternatives into your diet, you can enjoy the sweet flavors you love while maintaining a healthier lifestyle. Section 9. Your brain on sugar, a call to action. The evidence is clear. Excess sugar is detrimental to our brain health. It disrupts our mood, impairs cognitive function, and increases the risk of serious neurological disorders. We must be mindful of our sugar consumption and make conscious choices to protect our brains. By understanding the science behind sugar's effects and adopting healthier habits, we can break free from the sweet deception and fuel our brains for optimal health and longevity. Remember, our brains are our most valuable asset. Let's treat them with the care and respect they deserve by choosing a diet rich in nutrients and low in added sugars.